brief intro only. I'm Deanna. This is Jackie. Welcome to Glow and Peace. I want to get this video over with. No offense, I really want to go eat my soup, so I just need you guys to listen to me. Imagine if somebody told Cinderella that she should just make peace with her situation. Like, we're all familiar with the story of Cinderella, I hope. But imagine if someone told Cinderella, like, you should just love yourself and don't worry about wanting a prince to come and rescue you. Like, imagine if imagine someone told her that and said that she should just make peace with her situation and just focus on loving herself. Don't focus on a prince coming and rescuing and saving you, because you need to learn how to save yourself. I love the Cheetah Girls. As much as I love them, I coincidentally am like Cinderella. There are a lot of parallels between me and her, and if you're watching this, there might be a lot of parallels between you, Cinderella, and me, so we're all kind of all in this together. But I don't want to rescue myself. I've done it for far too long. I want to be rescued, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She had every right to want to be rescued. She was living with a family that didn't value her, that didn't like her, that wasn't even her family, of her all three evil women who tore up her dress, treated her like a slave, because she basically was a slave, and yet she was still kind, she was still loving, she was still all these things. She could have turned into a super villain, could have burnt the house down in their sleep, but she didn't. She was still loving, she was still gracious, she was still kind, she talked to her animals. You see, like I said, parallels. She had her little animal friends. They loved her so much they made her a dress, but boom, tore it to shreds. Or you think about even more practical or modern day Cinderella examples, like A Cinderella Story, Another Cinderella Story. All great movies, by the way. And you think how their lives were pretty crappy. Parents not there or whatever. And or what's the other one with Anne Hathaway? The one where It Will Come to Me. That one too is a good one. But the point of what I'm saying is, it's okay to want to be rescued. As a woman, I don't want to work. I don't want to work for survival. I want to work as a passion. I'm in a zone where I can't process too much. I have worked hard my entire life. I have worked, strived for, I have put so much energy in. And I don't want to do anything. I made a video called The Feminine Urge to Do Nothing, and I meant it. I want to be rescued, and I don't know if you guys know me. I don't know if an introduction was, whatever. The point is, I want to be rescued, because when you deal with so much trauma, the last thing you want to do is deal with it on your own. And I'm not saying I don't have people in my life, but there's no one in my life I can really trust to talk about this. I mean, therapist aside, and I love my therapist, but I'm talking like not even my parents can I share certain things with. And I try to, and that they're now becoming more open to talking about certain things like childhood trauma, like cancer trauma, like all this different kinds of trauma. But I just remember for so long it was just me and God. Even now, it's just been me and God. And I'm not saying this because God isn't enough, because he's always enough. He will always be enough. At the same time, the love a father has for his daughter, for his children, is not the love that a husband would provide. And I want a best friend. I had a best friend, and I'm going to be honest. I don't know whether I'll make this a separate story time, but I'll just say I had a friend, and I thought we were really close. And then she said something really bad about Jackie, but that wasn't the thing. That was just the tip of the iceberg. There was a bunch of other things, like basically she said Jackie wasn't real. And before you're like, the kangaroo, no, I know Jackie's not like animate, but only someone who knew me that long would say something could hurt me, because it was a build up to things, and it was a total like it just betrayed my trust on so many levels. So I'm like, I don't know if I don't want to open up myself to have friends. And I think what made it worse was like the second time around. Not second time around. It was the second time around in our friendship, because something else happened. The something being, she basically helped like sabotage my club. I had a Christian club at my university at UConn, and it was the first black Christian club, and I worked really hard to get it. And she basically, along with other people, kind of, I mean, they literally sabotaged the club. by leaving, and then it was a mess, and then my reputation was on the line, and it had nothing to do with me per se. You see, all these things are very like them coming at like them, it's very ripping up the dress Cinderella, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I made sense, but you see, you know, when they ripped up Cinderella's dress, or there's always something they do to humiliate the you know what, because y'all, I'm talking my thoughts out. You ever notice that there's in every Cinderella movie, like, they always do something to try and humiliate her or try and hurt the Cinderella character, whether it's rip up her dress, whether it's show an embarrassing video of her, make fun of her. They always do something, and I'm like, God, at what point are we going to get to the Prince Charming? Because I just want a knight in shining armor or a nice suit to come and get me from my house. And I love my house, but there's too much history here. There's too much trauma here. And before you're like, why don't you just work hard and save your money and move out? What part of I don't want to do anything was lost in translation? Like, I need y'all to hear me. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be provided for. As a woman, and as a woman of God, I should just be provided for. I want to do nothing. I want my husband to get me, plan the dates, take me away to his mansion. Did I mention he was wealthy? And don't argue with me on this one, because I don't argue with me, because wealthy is important. And I don't know if men watch my channel, but a lot of men nowadays are like, oh, you're a gold digger. You can call me whatever helps you sleep at night, pal. It's got to be on the list. You want a woman with a big butt, big boobs, all these different attributes. But a woman says, I want a man who's tall and makes a lot of money, and they be sliding down the wall, splatting themselves against the wall, about to disintegrate. Like, please calm down. Just say you're broke and move on. I didn't want you anyway. With your broke self. Ain't nobody wants you. You can barely afford ramen. No one cares about you, pal. My problem is I don't know where to go to find said husband, or for him to find me, because I don't leave the house. So where am I going to go? Where's this Prince Charming going to come from? Don't say a ball. Don't be cute right now. I need serious answers. He could be at the grocery store. But, like, what's a wealthy man doing at ShopRite? Or what's a wealthy man doing at Trader Joe's? Whole Foods, perhaps. And if he's the wealth I'm talking about, I can't even tell y'all, because there's not enough zeros and we don't have that much time. But, I see my life being the thing of fairy tales, because right now my life has been the thing of tragedy, and not tragic, yeah, pretty tragic. You know, I was stretching. As I stretch and I meditate, and I was crying because I said my entire life it has been an oasis in the desert. An oasis is like the little calm, like the spot of water, the shady tree, but you're in a desert. So my entire life, it's been this finding the glass not half empty, but half full. Or not looking at the dark side, looking at the bright side. I prefer to have a full glass. I would prefer to be no dark side. I would prefer not to be an oasis in the desert, but to be on just a nice, beautiful beach. Is it wrong to want that? Because it feels, especially when you add Christians into the mix, it's like, well, you can't complain. You just got to accept your situation. I don't accept this. This cannot be it. This cannot be it. I want my husband to come and scoop me up and take me away. And oh, one second. I'm reading this book called Aphrodite and the Duke, and it's basically like a Black Bridgerton, in a way. I mean, yeah, basically. And it's such a great book, and I just got to the point where they got married and they had, you know, their wedding night, and I'm just like, I started crying, not because it wasn't really dirty, it was just beautiful, because I'm saying to myself that God allows us to have connection that deep with someone, like someone who, like, that exists, like that passion exists. I feel like even amongst believers, now I'm ranting, but just bear with me. It's like we're taught that we can't have passion. We can't have just this beautiful, breathtaking romance. It's almost taught like we have to settle, as if God would give us less than what we asked for. Like, you should settle for a man who's ugly and works an okay job and who's not that appealing or not that interesting because he's a Christian. Are you go be dumb somewhere else with that, not me. I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know, like, I'm gonna keep praying and waiting on the Lord, but and it's not because I don't embrace singleness. I just don't like being alone, in the sense of I have no one to really confide in. And people lie. People are like, you can talk to me, but no, I cannot. Because if I were to confide in you, you would get scared, okay? If I were to really bare my soul, you would get scared. And I don't know you well enough to truly confide, because I did that. And it got me, I confide in how much Jackie meant to me on a spiritual, on a level, on all this. And it were to get me very hurt. Did you guys know that when that situation happened with my friend, I couldn't talk to Jackie? I talked to Jackie, we talked to each other. She didn't seem real to me. It's like I lost someone. Like, I've known Jackie, we met when I was 9 years old. If you watch the Why I'm Friends with a Kangaroo video, which I'll link it I'll put it in the description box if you want to watch it, you'd understand why Jackie means so much to me. And why saying she's not real hurts. And it's like, God, you know, you just be allowing people to hurt me and step on me and belittle me and abuse me and talk crap about me and do things and sneak behind my back. And I'm just like Cinderella, still gracious, still kind, still loving, still respectful. Can the prince come? Can he come? Please? I like being by myself. But I don't like being alone, and there's a difference. Every woman deserves to know the kind of whirlwind romance of passion and pleasure. And that's the thing. I feel like talking about pleasure and sex is very taboo, and I wish it wasn't, because can we be freaking for real? Like, I don't know what got into me, but there's something very primal about a man pursuing you that really resonates with me. And it's something about being desired. And I was like, why do I, like, when a man is very intent, like, that's why villains are very sexy, because they're when they want something by any means necessary, they will get it, where a hero will play by the rules. So maybe I don't want a knight in shining armor. Maybe I want an anti-villain in shining armor. You know, got a little edge to him. You know what I'm saying? Because this goody, oh, I'll just be so gentle and oh my gosh, no. Like, if he's not looking at me with feral passion, then do I really want him? I don't really think so, guys. And I don't mean this in a way that's like I'm just trying to be cute for the camera. I'm really serious. And it's, you know, and I was reading about like what is it about attraction, the psychology about attraction, because I just like to know. I like to get behind the reasons why I think and feel the way I think and feel. And something that came across to me, which you guys are going to be like, duh, Deanna, everybody knew that. But sex is a biological need. Like eating, sleeping, consuming water, drinking water, breathing. Sex is a biological need. And I don't know why, but I literally stared into like oblivion for a good 8 minutes straight, because all your life, especially in the church, you're taught that it's just this pseudo-psychological need, and you pray hard enough and it will go away. And it's like, well, you know, I prayed, but you know, guys, I still want to have sex. And it's like, it's not going away. Like you guys said, if I took a cold shower and prayed, it'd go away. I don't know if cold showers even work on women, but like whatever. And it's like, it's also a reason, because my love language is physical touch. I love hugs. And I don't get hugs. And I don't want to talk about it too much because it'll make me cry. But I don't get enough hugs. I don't really get hugs. My parents, physical, I don't really want to cry. I'm also on I don't want to say because I'm on my period I'm emotional, but I feel like it's a good time for me to purge, literally. But I don't get enough hugs. I don't get the kind of love that I give. And I'm getting sick and tired of not getting the love that I give back. And it's really sad when I've been the friend, not student, but I've been the friend, I've been the daughter, I've been the person others want, because I would want, but I don't get it in return, and it's getting old, and it gets a little sad, because I want that for me. I want the love. I go head over heels for people. And I don't mean that in a way that I ignore God. I mean, I will go the extra mile for people. Like, I will make sure I make people feel loved and special. And if they say, if you say this, it hurts my feelings, so can you not? And I make sure that I'm attentive and I listen. And I don't get that back. And it's really, at times, quite painful to the point where it's like, tears don't suffice. And I'm trying not to cry. I really am. I'm trying to keep it together because I look really cute. And I'm trying to keep it cute to a degree. But it's just very sad because I deserve more. I deserve to have the love I give come back in abundance. I deserve to be loved, to be desired, to be pursued the way I pursue and love others. And it's like, I feel very much taken for granted, and I don't feel like I can truly confide in anyone, because I've done that and confide in people or let people confide in me, and then I tell them things and then they switch up on me, and for whatever reason, it could be jealousy, it could just be they just don't care, whatever, but it gets old. And for said reasons, if you guys were following, are kind of why I wish that my husband could come and scoop me up. It's not because I don't like me and God, but it's more because I really wish I had someone. Also, my tummy hurts. She's rumbling. Sorry. I wish I could have someone to talk to, like a human. Jackie's a kangaroo. There's certain human things that elude her, and I get it. I'm not gonna hold that over her head because she's a kangaroo, or Bucky's head because he's a cow. But I don't know what else to say. I don't know if you guys resonate with wanting to be rescued, but it's okay. Modern feminism says you should want to just rescue yourself. Why? As if we don't do that enough as women. We do that enough all the time. Even thinking about periods themselves. Like, we are suffering in silence. Like, we are on full productivity mode as we are deteriorating and shedding actual blood from the inside out. All our lives, women just keep it in, keep it bottled in, and just keep it in. And I don't want that for myself anymore. I don't want to just keep it in. I want to be truly uninhibited. And sex plays a big role in that, because to be uninhibited means uninhibited in every area of your life. And sex is like the door I haven't been able to unlock because I can't. I've been down the road of battling with myself, whether it was, I don't want to get flagged on YouTube, so I'll just say sexy videos or diddling. I've been down that road. Trust me, I've been down that path for years. And I shamed myself for years because I thought I was this weird, perverted person. And I was like, why can't I find another outlet for this? It's because I'm weird for feeling this. No, I'm not weird. I was never weird. I was a normal functioning person who needed to be honest to God about how they were feeling. Write it down, to talk to him, rather than watch something or do something that was counter to him. Not because he wants to be like, you know what, you weirdo, but it's because he wants more. And it's hard, even now. It's hard now. I have a working vagina that I can't touch. It's you know what? Let's talk about it. It's really tough. And I just look at her and she looks at me. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, girl. I can't do anything. I don't need to give into certain demonic spirits pulling me this way, pulling me. I don't need the scrutiny in my life. We got enough problems. A separate video. I'm just saying. So, being with, my husband is an opportunity to explore that side of myself. I'm saying this from the context of being a believer, of following Christ. If you're not, then you do you. I'm not saying that's what you should. I'm just saying this is my walk. I want to, like, I can't say it on YouTube, but there's certain, like, I can't, and it's like, I don't want it to come across as dirty, but it's like, I want to have the most primal, nasty, earth-shattering amen, and I want that until the cows jump over the moon, until the sky turns pink, until the grass turns blue, until I can't feel anything and everything at the same time. So many thoughts wrapped up in one, guys. But I think the core of that is intimacy. That's it. That's what I really want. Sex is just an extension of intimacy. To really know someone is to be intimate with them, to know them, not just when they're looking cute, when they're looking good, but when they're at their worst, when they're sad, when they're depressed. I want that for me. I want it for you. We all deserve it. I just wish, I don't know when it's gonna come. I don't know when he's gonna get here. I don't know. I'm not gonna go ahead of God and be like, hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and find a man, because I'm gonna be screwed. Like, no, I'm okay. I don't know if you guys relate to this video. I can't be the only one who feels this. I can't be the only one who feels like they just want to be rescued, and it's okay. I don't want to rescue myself. I don't want it to just be me and God. And it's not because I don't think God is enough. It's just, it gets tiring when you are there for people and no one's there for you the way you want them to. It really sucks after a while. Okay, I need to go eat my soup, because I didn't eat anything today and it's 3:18. Now I'm a little sad. Aww. I'm gonna go and eat my soup. Then I'm probably gonna upload this video. I don't know what time you'll see it, but you'll see it eventually. I'll edit and then upload this video. And then I'm gonna try and do something that makes me happy, like hang out with Jackie. Okay. Aww. Okay, I'm gonna go before I start crying. Okay, I love you. Jackie loves you. And we'll see you in the next video.